Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hazlet High School, home of the Vikings. And we're about ready to take on the Holt Rams. And the Vikings so far 4-2 this season. They're playing some pretty good basketball down the stretch so far, even though it is early on in the season. Ladies and gentlemen, as the teams are being introduced, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Brandon Manson. With me, as always, is my good friend and co-host, Tony Huff. And Tony, Holt is a very good team. They have a long record of having great teams, and Hazlet also a good team coming into this game. What are your predictions? Who do we watch?
Well, I think tonight we're going to have to watch Joni Miller. She's a very good player. She knows how to play basketball. She's been on the varsity team for a couple years, and she has actually led this team by example in the past couple games.
Yeah, and last week she broke the all-time three-point record for the high school, and so she's obviously going to be your player to watch on this Hazlet team. So as we get ready to tip off, I think just a few keys to the game that we're going to be watching out for as well. Hazlet is boys and girls both have very similar styles of play. They both run up and down the court a lot. That's their style of play, is just to run, and they're going to try to out-condition the other team.
I think there's a lot of I guess that's a good point is what I'm trying to say as we just tip off.
And up to number 22, Alicia Foran on the wing, and she shoots and misses. That's going to come back the other way on a fast break. Number 42, Missy Moore, up, and she misses the shot, goes for the rebound, doesn't get it. Ebony Young, however, gets the contact, and that will be Holt ball.
I think early on in this game we're going to have to see whether or not we have whether or not, or which Hazlet team shows up, if it's the aggressive team or if it's just the lackadaisical team.
So it's going to be number 12, Jamison Woods, and she passes on the inside, and that will be no good. Rebecca Rogers with the rebound, and she's going to pass it off to 14, Kopke, up the top of the key. Joni Miller has it, setting up the play. Lauren Lampman with the ball, looking for an open Cassie Kopke on the top, out to Ebony. Passes it back out to Kopke, up with the three, and that is not good. Lampman down with the rebound, inside to Joni Miller, up and good off the glass. 2 points for Miller.
That was a great just come in by Joni Miller right there. That was perfect.
And they will draw the foul.
See how many fouls we get early on in this game. That'll definitely start the pace of this game. I don't know if that's the correct wording, but
well, we'll see.
Nevertheless.
Lexi Kelly here, drawing the foul. First one is good. Second one is up and good. So tie game, 2-2. Kopke coming down the court.
And as always, a key to the game, making your free throws.
Lampman at the top. Back out to Kopke. Kopke over to Rogers. Rogers driving in. She travels, taking a stroll through the park.
Just one step too many right there. Just maybe a little hurried right there. Not
maybe
really
a little
into
bit.
the game.
You know, this is a big game versus Holt. They're going to press. Back over to number 34, inside. That's a bad pass, but they recover. Up with the three-pointer, and that is no good. Kelly back Holt, in with the rebound again.
I've heard Holt is a very three-point heavy team, as is Hazlet.
Rogers passing it down to Kopke. Kopke looking for someone inside, not open. Lampman with the ball now to Young. Young back over to Kopke, and she is their star point guard. She'll kick it over to Rogers. Rogers dribbling, looking for something inside. Miller going to drive. Fumbles with the ball, and she's going to double dribble there.
Looks like both teams are playing very aggressive. Holt's really surprised me. They're very aggressive. They're getting that hand right in there and just making sure that they can disrupt Joni Miller and whomever they can.
Yep. So they're going to take it down the court now. Number 12, the point guard, Jasmine Woods. She'll pass it over. Number 40, she's up and good with 2 points. That's Kayla Stevens.
Yeah, that's a nice shot by Kayla.
Spotted up for the jumper. She had a nice look at it. Lampman with the ball inside to Miller, wide open, and she goes up. Another 2 points for her.
Very nice pass from Lampman to Miller. Awesome. It was textbook.
4-4 the score. Kayla Stevens again. Ooh, and she gets up and in with the basket.
That definitely could have been a hack right there.
Well, another thing they're going to have to watch on is probably their fouls in this game, too. That's going to definitely be a deciding factor from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, and that's actually been a factor in the last couple games that they've played. They've been getting into foul trouble early. Ebony Young got into foul trouble and decided Mr. Beebe decided to take her out and sit her, and that's something that Hazlitt can't do because she gets so many rebounds.
And they turn the ball over there in a sloppy pass. Woods in, jumps, and misses the shot.
Little razzle-dazzle right there.
Yeah.
Just good played offense, defense right there.
Jessica Petrus with the ball. She's going to spin, drive down the lane, and she will be up and misses the shot. Subs come in. Shibley, Wolf, and Foreign into the game. Couple of sophomores in the lineup, Tony.
4:54 left on the clock, and that's going to be a travel.
So the ball going back the other way. And just like to remind everyone that tomorrow night, Division 22 will be broadcasting the 2007 Intermediate Holiday Concert. And that'll be running throughout the entire holiday season, and that was a wonderful concert. Back to the basketball game. Foreign up at the top. Out to Miller. Inside to Wolf. Pulls down the pass. Back out to Foreign. Shibley up. She's going to drive. Back out to Foreign. Foreign looks. Fakes. Kopke looking for some help here. And Miller's up, but she will have a travel. So nothing doing there.
Foreign's been one of those people that has really stepped up this year.
Yeah, she had played on varsity last year, and you know she's a really great player. I mean, she plays AAU ball, and you know she's just one of those really talented players. And you know, Shibley, her sophomore counterpart, they've been playing together for a while. And when they took each other apart, you know, it was hard for her to play. But you know, now they're back together and playing pretty good ball.
That's exactly what Hazlitt tries to do to get into the game right now, and I expect to see that a lot because that's their bread and butter.
And blown coverage there. It's Woods inside, and she misses the shot. Wolf will come down with a rebound to try to get it out to Kopke. It's Kopke with the ball now, going to set up a play. I think, Tony, the main thing that they have to do is just set up their offense and play their game. I think right now they're not playing their game, and that's going to go the other way with another travel. So right now, not very disciplined basketball. I know this is not Tim Beebe-style basketball, at least not what he'd like to play.
Right. Well, right now you're looking at it. It's 6-6, 3 minutes, 31 seconds. Everybody's just trying to get into the game right now.
Yeah, you're just trying to find a rhythm, and whoever establishes that rhythm first often has a better time playing their game. Back at the top of the key, Woods driving, and she fakes and up with a three-pointer, no good. Miller will come down with a rebound.
She'll be able to make that shot later on in the game, so Hazlitt really needs to put some good defense on her.
Yeah, well, that was a nice little step move, too, faking it. Miller up with the three, and she makes it, putting herself atop of her own self, breaking her own record.
Yeah, that's her patented move right there.
Outside, up with the shot, and that is no good. And Hazlitt gets another rebound. Kopke driving it down the court. She'll pass out to Foreign. Foreign spots up for the three, up and good! 12-6 all of a sudden. Hazlitt taking a huge point swing. Wood's going to take it down the court, try to slow down the tempo a little bit. She'll look for someone inside.
Pass just a little too high.
Yeah, Alexa Kelly not quite that tall. Joni Miller has it now. Good ball skills. Kopke now the point guard. Gets it to Wolf. She's looking for anything. Joni up with a three, and that is no good, and there's no one inside to rebound. Alexa Kelly taking it down the court now. And she goes up and no good.
That was a nice take by her.
And that'll be a reaching foul.
A little too much touching right there.
Just a little bit. Just a little.
2 minutes left on the clock in this first quarter.
12-6. Hazlitt on. Sorry. It's very strange how our minds work on the same frequency.
So we'll take a timeout right here. Have everyone think about what they're doing.
Well, Tony, I think right now, like we said earlier, I think it's about establishing a tempo, but it looked like Hazlitt there in the last about 30 seconds looked like they were really starting to get into a rhythm and starting to play pretty well.
Yep, I'm going to have to agree.
It's hard not to agree with that. 6 points in 30 seconds isn't bad. And as they come out of the timeout, Hazlitt's lineup, Foreign, Young, Scheibele, Rogers, and Wolf. And for Holt, Roche and Petrus are going to be the two playmakers, as well as Woods at the top of the key. Rogers at the top, passes it over to Young. And Young looking for something inside, and she will travel. So nothing doing there. And we'll see what Holt can do here to reestablish their command of this game as they had for a little bit earlier. And that's going to be a pass inside. Wolf gets in the way of that one. And Scheibele's going to pass it over to Rogers, and that'll be stolen right out from under her nose. And that's going to be a nice, easy layup for number 34, Jessica Petros.
Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. That's not what we want.
And Young gets the ball at the outside of the key, and baseline infraction, the shot will not go. So Hazlitt would get the ball in the inbound. And Rogers looking for anyone in four and out on the key, and she misses the three-pointer. Moore with the ball now out to Woods. Woods going to take it down the court. And that's inside. 54, Emily Holtz, and that is up, but no good, but she did draw a foul.
Vikings foul on Young, her first, team second. Holt at the line, shooting 2.
Holtz on the line now. First one is up and no good.
So here we go.
To 8, the score, 107 in the game, or excuse me, in the first quarter. Holtz, the second one will be no good. Hazlitt with the rebound. Rogers with the ball over to Foreign. She's on the three-point line. She'll dribble and get it to Wolf at the top of the key. Rogers now over to Scheibele. Scheibele looking for Young inside, but she's not open. She will pass it now, though. And Young up and good off the glass.
That's exactly who they need right now. Nice move.
Petros over to Roche, and Moore at the top. Young on the defense. Roche looking to set it up. Over to Woods, and she's going to drive. And a nice little nifty pass over to Holtz, but that's going to be swatted away.
Hey, I'll say all right if it's good.
And that'll be Holt ball. 34 Petros on the inbound. And she gets it over to Holtz. Holtz to the top.
23 seconds.
Roche is going to travel, and that'll give Hazlitt the ball back with 21.5 seconds left in the first quarter.
A lot of turnovers.
A lot of turnovers. I don't think this is the style of ball either of these teams normally play.
No. But if Hazlitt can keep their turnovers and make sure that they're down to a minimum, I think Hazlitt has the advantage.
Yeah, I think they're a little more organized. I think they feel a little more in sync with each other right now.
Yeah.
Katie Allen in the game now. Kopke.
She's really been a senior leader this year.
She really has. Along with Miller, who has the ball right now. Foreign over to Scheibele. Scheibele back over to Allen. And Miller will drive and up, and she'll draw the foul.
I don't know if you've been watching, or well, obviously you've been watching, but I don't know if you've really been watching their offense. They've been playing, or they've been using that play so many times.
Yeah, I think their big thing is getting it on the inside, but Holt's playing two people on the inside already, so that's going to be a little tough for them to convert. Miller always a consistent shooter, up and in. Second shot. And that is up and no good. And Moore will have the rebound.
4 seconds on the clock.
And she'll drive, and that'll be nothing doing. So at the end of the first quarter, the score 15-8 in favor of the Vikings. A pretty sloppy first quarter filled with a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers. I know that Mr. Beebe and the coach over at Holt does not want that. And I think that they'll be trying to really, work on just holding onto the ball, get into the pace of this game, because right now this game is going really, really fast.
Yeah, and that's the pace that the Vikings would want it to go. I mean, that's how they play basketball. They run.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, and also they live and die by the three, just like they're the boys. They live and die by the three, and if they're not shooting very well, the score is definitely going to reflect that. So far, they haven't been getting into that pace of the game yet. They haven't felt comfortable, and whatever.
Yeah, and I totally agree with what you're saying. And the thing is, what's going on, I think the reason why they're so dependent on threes is because they haven't really been famous for having big people on the inside to be able to take those shots. But as we've seen a couple times in this game, Ebony Young, when she gets inside, she can post people up and get that shot off.
And Joni Miller she's pretty big for a three-point threat. And we've seen her a couple times take it down at the block and then shoot and make that shot. Because, they're giving her the ball.
Right, and she's the person you need to get the ball to, because when she gets an open look, she can normally hit that shot from no matter where on the court she is. Roche on the inbound. Lindsay Soderberg with the ball. It's going to be Kayla Stevens again.
Yeah, you knew that was going to happen. Sooner or later, there was a lot of touching, a lot of pushing, almost a punch.
Almost. It was about halfway there. The arm was cocked, but she just couldn't come through with it. That'll be a foul on the Vikings. Roche on the inbound. That's going to be up and in the inside. Nice pass and a good play drawn up there. Lexi Kelly with the points. Lampman back over to Miller. Miller looking for Kopke. She's looking for someone opening the inside. Foreign. Getting around a lot of passing.
Shotgun is too high. On here. On mine. Shotgun is too high. I can't.
And that's going to be a steal. And Roche going to pass it down on the inside. And that's going to be a travel committed by Kayla Stevens. And that would have been an easy 2 points right there.
7 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. 15-10 right now.
Miller with the ball. Over to Lampman.
There we go. That's good.
Yeah, they're playing very well right now. I think, they're trying to take control of this game. Some good passing on the inside to Foreign, and that's going to be an over the back foul.
Right there.
And I think that was a good foul that she drew, too. I mean, they had a good play set up, and the only way that they weren't going to convert that is if they had a foul on them. So Miller spots up for three and misses. Pretty rare opportunity there for Holt.
Expect to see that a lot.
Lexi Kelly with the ball now. And she will take it. Get it back out to the top. Lindsay Soderberg. Lampman on a good coverage right there. She'll drive and shoot, and that'll get the shooter's bounce, and that'll roll in for 2 points. 15-12 now the score. Foreign with the ball, spots up for the three, up, and airballs it.
Just a little short. It's a running game right now.
Roche to Kelly, and that'll be up and good. And all of a sudden, Haslett has a 1 point advantage, and they're going to take a timeout to talk things over.
15-14, 6 minutes and 18 seconds left in this half. Brandon, this game could go away from Haslett very fast.
Well, it's really still pretty early on in the first half, but still at the same time you kind of feel like the momentum is shifting. And you feel like Holt's got a little more confidence now, and they're starting to make shots and make good defensive plays and make points on the fast breaks.
The two people right now that they're playing very well for Holt right now, Lexi Kelly and that Jasmine Woods.
And look out for Kayla Stevens, too. She just converted their last shot.
Yeah.
And she's been making plays happen down low, too.
Yeah, but they've been, whenever they get the ball, it looks like they have that just sense, that they're comfortable in this position, and it was a really bad first quarter, for both teams. They weren't in the game. Now you can start to see that this team is starting to get into it a little bit.
Yeah, and right now just 3 fouls for Hazlitt and 4 team fouls for Holt. You know, right now you're not anywhere really close to the bonus, at least not quite yet. I think later on in the half you're definitely going to be there, so fouls will become more of a key. But right now it's turnovers.
Yeah.
You need to have the turnover ratio on your side because although both these teams aren't shooting too well right now, they have been able to convert some of those turnover points.
Yeah. I don't like commentating basketball for the sole reason that you have to talk about turnovers all the time. You seem redundant, but it's true.
Yeah.
You have to talk about them.
Very true.
6 minutes and 16 seconds left on the clock.
Kopke going to set it up. Miller with the ball. She's looking for something inside. She'll dribble and drive, and a 2-step, and she will not make that shot.
I like the patience that she had right
Lexi
there.
Kelly with the ball, and she passes it inside, but no good. Katie Allen, and that'll be off of Jasmine Woods trying to get the steal. So some pretty aggressive press defense there.
Yep. Jessica Petros coming into the game. Looks like Holt's going to do the one-man press.
Yep. Always works, but never actually does. So that didn't make any sense. All right, Miller with the ball at the top. Gets it back over to Kopke. Close pass there. Lampman had the shot just for a second, had an open look. Lampman again with the ball. And she'll look to drive there, almost travels. She gets it back out to Allen. Kopke now is the person who wants the ball in their hands. Miller now drives, and she's up and no good again. Taking a lot of shots tonight.
I like the patience, though, that Hazlitt had on that last possession.
Jessica Petros over to number 32, Lexi Kelly, and she puts the Rams on top of Hazlitt 16-15.
Yep, just go back on what I was talking about. Hazlitt, they waited for the shot, and I don't think they got the shot that they wanted, but nevertheless, they waited for a pretty much a high percentage shot, but just missed it.
Yeah, and I think maybe they need to keep doing that, slow down the game a little bit. I think this is going a little bit too fast even for them, and just having ball control is going to help a lot. And that's where turnovers come into play. Miller looking for something, anything. Back over to Wolf. Wolf to Lampman. Lampman inside to Miller. Miller's up, and that's going to be blocked. And she gets out of trouble. I don't know how she got out of there.
This whole team very tenacious and just stingy almost.
But you can tell they want to win this game.
Oh, yeah. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock.
And a sloppy pass, but Kopke recovers, and she'll draw the foul. She'll get 2 shots.
Man, I didn't know if that was going to be called a foul. Didn't look like she was really in total control of that ball.
Well,
but the end result, she goes in the line.
And she's a pretty reliable free throw shooter.
16-15 right now. Holt ahead.
Kopke's first shot is up and good.
That last foul will bring 5 fouls for Holt.
Shively comes into the game for Lampman.
Shively's really stepped up this year. I think she's gotten a lot of PT this year, and she's been able to actually hit a couple of three-pointers down the stretch in games.
Kopke's second is up and good as well. Well, Shively, you know, she comes on to varsity as a sophomore and didn't get a whole lot of playing time in the first couple of games, and all she needed was a little confidence booster and some playing time, and she really has stepped up and will become an integral part of this team. And some good defense right now by Hazlitt on the inside, and that shot is up and good. Lexi Kelly making some plays and keeping Holt in this game.
That's almost undefendable right there as it gets batted away.
Allen with the ball. Waiting for something to develop. Over to Wolf. Quick succession of passes. Joni Miller has the ball on the other side of the key. Shively has the ball. Miller now.
No hesitation right there. I think Hazlitt needs to shoot the 3 a little more. They got the ball. I mean, they have the chances to do it.
And Shively's up with the 3 right now, and she makes it. The sophomore seeing the open shot and taking it.
Asking you shall receive 20-18 Hazlitt.
Asking you shall receive a great basketball game. sloppy pass. Kopke now over to Shively. Shively should be an easy layup, and she misses because someone came over and almost knocked her block off.
Sometimes when you swat like that, it'll be called, but obviously it was not a foul, so very good call by the official.
There was no contact.
Yep, down the post. Not gonna lie, I like that shot right there that was just done.
Woods with the ball. Tony Ever, the film critic.
Hey, I said I liked it.
But justifiably so. Woods is gonna drive here. There's gonna be a reach foul.
It's Kopke's second foul, team fourth.
And neither team's quite approaching that bonus yet, but
7 foul.
Kayla Stevens up and in. And Kopke gonna trip over her own feet, and Woods with an easy jumper.
That's what Woods is gonna do to you. She's gonna apply the pressure, take the ball, make the basket.
And those are just cheap points, but you can take it where you can get them. That's just a good play by Holt.
2:10 left on the clock, 22-20, Holt.
Allen, back over to Miller. Miller to Shively, and Kopke's got the ball.
Watch the patience of this Hazlitt offense.
They make at least 5 passes before every shot. Shively up and good with another 3-pointer, 6 points already.
That's exactly what Hazlitt needs from somebody right now. Make those points.
And this could be her big game.
It could.
And this would be a big one, too.
Way to
And
be
a
redundant.
great pass to the inside. Kayla Stevens up with a nice reverse layup.
Way to be redundant on that last. There would be a push on the floor. That'll be the Rams' 6th foul.
Excuse me for my redundancy. I am a commentator after all.
Foreign gonna check in for Allen. Minute 34.
Shively in the inbound. She's been a pretty crucial player in these last couple minutes.
She really has. I like Foreign coming into this game too. Really, when you have Katie Allen and Foreign, you can really do a lot of things, you know, and put them in at different times in the game because they're both very good players.
Well, we were talking about this earlier too. Shively and Foreign have been playing together for a while, playing AAU ball together, and they have a great chemistry, and they're like a good quarterback and receiver duo, or trio, where they know exactly where they're going to be. That'll be a foul. And Joni Miller comes up to the line now.
Kayla Stevens just gives Miller a little bit of a hack and a little thought, if you will. I don't know where I was going with that.
Miller's first shot is good.
That puts Hazlitt into the bonus with that last foul. 24 all.
Second shot misses, and Lindsay Soderberg will come down with the rebound. And a quick pass, a little too quick.
Do you think that was forced?
I think so. I think she was trying to make something happen. I think she was expecting Petros to cut a little quicker than she did. 1:03 left in the half. Shively up at the top, over to Miller.
Rebecca Rogers came into the game.
Shively again with the ball. Shively with a fake. Miller now with the ball. Gets it over to Rogers.
40 seconds on the clock.
Gets it over to Shively. Shively with an open look. Up and good. 3 3-pointers in a row.
That's 3 in a row right there. I know I just totally said exactly what you did. You took my line.
Excuse me, Mr. Color Commentator. How does that feel going from play-by-play to color?
Maybe we'll talk about it at the half, but right now the girls are playing.
Petros.
17 seconds left on the clock.
Gonna run this clock out, I'm sure. And I'm sure they're gonna go for some inside points here. That's been their specialty so far.
5 seconds.
Petros driving.
Oh, nice
And
fake.
that's almost... And Young has got to just hang on to this ball, and that's going to be the half. So 27-24 is the score at halftime, and a pretty exciting game so far. A lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
Not too many fouls, but definitely a turnover ratio is going to be key.
Yeah. Another key component, I guess, is that Cassie Kopke has 2 fouls on her. And you look at it, at halftime, 2 fouls, that's really not anything. But she gets another one early in the second quarter. Expect Hazlitt to sit her down quick.
Yep. And, you know, with Shively shooting so well right now, I think you keep her in the game. You might not start her the second half, but she'll get a lot of playing time in the second half as long as she stays, as long as her shooting hand stays hot, I guess.
Well, with those 3 3-pointers in a row to end that second quarter, that was really big. Hazlitt needed someone to step up because Joni Miller was being guarded very well by the Rams. And having Shively step up, especially as an underclassman, is going to it's going to help Hazlitt team.
And the biggest thing I think that I can point out is the fact that Shively hit that with about a minute left to go in the half, and that put Hazlitt up 27-24. And that's probably been the most crucial play of the first half.
Yeah.
So expect to see more from her and more from everybody else. I think Miller is going to hopefully step up, but expect to see a great second half as we will. And thanks for joining us. We'll be back in a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hazlitt High School. 27-24 is the score in the girls' basketball game. Hazlitt taking on the Holt Rams, and it's been an exciting one so far. Lots of turnovers. That's going to be the key. Tony and Kopke inbounds this one to Rogers as we get the second half underway. Rogers going to pass over to Kopke. Kopke back over to the top. Rogers looking to set it up. Miller now been shut down all night, but she's looking to turn it on. Back over the top. Miller with an open look. Up and good with a three-pointer.
That's something that Hazlitt's going to have to do. Make sure that they get Miller the ball early and make sure that she can get her confidence back up, and it will help Hazlitt just get into the flow of the game.
Get her some open looks, too.
Exactly.
Stevens in with the ball. Back over to Woods. Woods going to drive in the middle, up, and that is no good. That's a tough shot. Miller with the rebound. Rogers on the fast break. Over to Young. Young up, and that's no good either. Moore with the rebound.
I like the fast break right there.
Oh, nice play, and a great play by Joni Miller, but she unfortunately gets the foul called on her, but still some good hustle and forces her to shoot the free throw.
Yeah, like you just said, force her to shoot the free throw. That was a good foul. If you're going to foul someone, make sure they have to go to the line and get those two. Make them work for it.
But how impressive was that particular play by Holt?
Yeah, getting the ball down very quickly and just making sure that Kayla Stevens would get the ball.
And her first shot will be up and good. 30-25 is the score now after that basket.
6 minutes and 59 seconds left in this third quarter.
Stevens' second shot. Up and good. Kopke with the ball. Over to Lampman. Kopke's going to set it up. Kopke looking, Rogers. Lampman with the three, and that's no good.
Like we said earlier, Hazlitt lives and dies by the three. And right now, there's a double dribble. But right now, Hazlitt. Take that one.
Right now, Hazlitt is looking for some offensive production. Got it going very early on in this quarter. It was 6:35 left in the third quarter. Hit a little bit of a wall, I guess you could say. Turnover here and a couple free throws later. It's now a 4-point game. Kopke's got the ball. And Miller had a look just for a second there. Kopke to Lampman. Lampman looking for a pass, didn't get it off. Good ball control. Miller with the ball.
Holt's running that 2-3 zone right now, really stopping the Hazlitt from trying to get the ball inside as they get it to Young.
Yeah. And, I mean, you're absolutely right. A 2-3 zone has worked very well for them. I think they're really forcing Hazlitt to shoot the three-pointers, and you can't make every single three-pointer.
Right. I think Hazlitt's doing a really good job. Hazlitt's been put in this situation so many times because over the last couple of years, they've been playing the three ball, live and die by the three. And so even when they get those shots, just for a second, they're not taking them. They're just saying, okay, we're going to wait a second since there's no shot clock in high school basketball. Let's wait a second, see if we can't work the ball into the post.
Right. And I think that's something that these coaches definitely preach, is to pass before you shoot.
And I think you said earlier that Hazlitt has almost mandated the 5-pass rule.
And I think it's worked out well for him, but at the same time, some people miss open looks. As Woods goes up for a spectacular shot.
A lot of control
she'll
right
miss. And that's a great pass over to Petros. Very impressive. A lot of hustle. These girls are tough.
Very aggressive. 30-28 right now is the score in favor of Hazlitt.
Woods is only 5'5", but is probably the most aggressive player on that team. She's tenacious.
Yeah, she really is. Hazlitt trying to inbound it.
Lampman with the ball. Gets it back over to Kopke. Kopke, Lampman. Lampman up with another three, and that is in and out. Unfortunate turn of events for her.
She'll make that, though, I think.
She will.
She's a very good shooter, and you saw her think about it for a second, though.
Petros up with a big three, and she misses Miller with a rebound. Kopke down with the ball.
Game going very fast.
And she gets to the inside, and that's up, and that'll be a foul. As she was almost bent in half there.
Yeah. Cassie Kopke, whenever she sees some sort of a hole in the defense where she can get it to the bucket, she's going to exploit it. And there's a shot of the student section getting ready for the big old Hazlitt Holt game later on tonight.
The boys basketball game, and that, I believe, could be the game that really determines and sets the tone for the rest of the season for those guys.
It's a battle of two undefeateds, and Holt, they've been playing very well. They've had a couple really close games against Mason and Jackson.
And, they're traditionally a powerhouse in the CAC1, which is now blue, I believe.
Yeah. They're all colors now.
Yeah. And both those shots are missed. And Petros getting down the court. She hustles up and no good with her shot. Missy Moore with the rebound.
Now, I'm surprised that was a jump ball. It's going to stay in favor of Holt.
Yeah, that certainly could have been.
That could have been a foul, and that would have been the third, I believe, on Cassie Kopke.
Yeah. As you said, she's going to need to stay out of foul trouble. And a nice pass inside and a great shot by Lexi Kelly. She's been a playmaker all night.
Yeah, she really has. She's been making that shot, especially when Holtz needed it, because that just put it 30-30.
And Hazlitt running dry right now. They haven't scored points in a while. And Miller up and misses the three. It's a good look, too.
Yep. She can't make all of them.
She's only human. Petros driving all the way down the court.
You knew there was going to be a foul, blocking foul. She's really doing a very good job right now, taking the ball into the lane and just trying to get a foul. She hasn't gotten it except for that time. Foul's really not a trouble, not really trouble for Hazlitt or the Rams right now.
Yeah, it hasn't really been a factor in this game. I think later on in this game it could potentially be, especially if it's as close as this. 30-30 tie right now. 4:38 in the third quarter. First shot misses.
Petros is a very good ball handler too. She seems like she might play that shooting forward, and I don't know. She's a very good ball handler. Done a couple of those tricks, I guess you can say.
Yeah, she's a pivotal part of their offense. And her second one will go, so they take the lead 31-30.
Rebecca Rogers is the point guard, it looks like.
And Shively back in the lineup. She hit 3 threes, crucial ones too. Miller up with one right here, and that misses as well.
They took Ebony Young out, so they're going to lose a little bit of the rebounding muster, if you will.
And that's a nice looking jump shot right there. Lindsay Soderberg making her presence felt.
That's a quick
and Woods on the one-man press. She's quick and tenacious, as we've seen all night tonight.
Very good by Rebecca right there, taking it up by herself.
Foreign over to Shively. Shively's going to dribble, look for anything.
Look for a foul right there, it seems.
Yeah. Up to the top, Foreign with the ball over to Miller. Miller's going to be looking inside, you'd think. And she sees Wolf open, and she'll take one dribble up and airballs it. And good hustle by Rogers to get the rebound, but that does nothing for the Vikings. Petros with the ball, taking it down the court. And She'll kick it over, and that'll be up and no good. Lexi Kelly misses the shot, one of the few tonight that she's missed.
That's a very nice pass right there. Ooh, almost a travel.
Warren looking for some help.
I think Hazlitt is just hurrying themselves a little bit. They're not getting the shots that they want.
I think so too. Shibley had a look right there on the inside. Miller up with another three, and that one finally up and in.
A little bit of a drought right there. 3:05 left on the clock, and it's all knotted up. 33s.
Woods with the ball. And you know, Tony, I think having Miller as such a weapon has kind of also shot this team in the foot a little bit. I think some of these girls are a little afraid to shoot the shots that they have.
Yeah, I think so. But I think what Mr. Beebe's trying to make them do is just settle down, and maybe we can get a little bit of a post presence. I know obviously they don't have their post players right now, but I think he's just trying to get them to get back into the game. It's very 2:48 on the clock, 33 all. And there's my take.
And a good one at that. Missy Moore with the ball. Back over to Petros. Over to Woods. Woods driving up and with the layup. And she misses that. Lucky for Hazlitt and Miller. Shibley up with the shot, and that is good. She is on fire.
That's going to be a 2.
Playing a fantastic game, only a sophomore. And if this is indicative of anything, she's going to have a fantastic junior and senior seasons.
She's kind of like Joni Miller. When she was a younger player, she was in the LSJ a lot.
And a nice three-pointer there. Number 20, Lindsay Soderberg. Rogers with the ball. Ooh, almost. Shibley's got it back out to 4 and 4 with an open look up, and the three-pointer is good, drains it. No doubt about that when she stepped up to the line.
I think they need a timeout over in Holt.
Yeah, they're starting to look a little frantic right now.
But it's only a 2-point game. 38,
Petros.
36.
Looking for something to happen. And Missy Moore with the attempt at a reverse layup. But Miller with the rebound. She'll take it down. Hazlitt slowing up the pace a little bit, trying to play their ball. Miller spots up for a 3, and she drains it.
Wow. 41-36, and she is on fire.
Yeah, well, when she gets an open look like that, it's almost guaranteed.
Right, I think that maybe Holt needs to go to a man-to-man right now, because right now Hazlitt is so hot.
Yeah. And Woods with some amazing footwork and handwork.
A little razzle-dazzle right there.
Unbelievable. Wolf with the ball. And Foreign out to Shibley. Shibley's going to dribble. Looking for Miller wide open on the three-pointer. She drains it from the corner again.
That is money in the bank right there.
Money, money, money.
37 seconds. Sorry, I had to step on your toes right there.
Not even a problem, sir. I'm enjoying myself right now. That's some great basketball action. And Shibley with a steal now.
3 on
She'll
1.
take it down, and she'll get it over to Rogers. Rogers up and draws the foul.
There we go. You see the momentum swinging in Hazlitt's way. 44-38. Hazlitt on top.
So what do you think, Tony? I think I agree with you there. They need to start playing some man-to-man coverage. Well, at least Holt does.
I don't know. They're leaving the backside wide open, and that's allowing Joni Miller to set up, get the ball, and then have that quick shot.
Yeah, and that's exactly why she's such a threat.
Yeah, because she has that quick shot, and she can do that. Looks like Mr. Beebe is going to bring in.
Some fresh legs.
So everyone comes out. New people.
Except for
coming.
Rogers, because she's shooting free throws.
23 seconds left in this third quarter. Fouls, 2-2.
Yeah, there's really been nothing indicating that fouls have been a huge issue so far. It's just been those turnovers.
Right.
Rogers' second is up and no good. So Holt with the rebound.
She thought about the touchdown pass right there.
Raquel Rendon. And out to Woods now. Woods is going to drive it. A nice pass over to Moore.
Ooh.
That'll be nothing doing.
It's going to be a charge on her.
Drawing the charge.
That's her third foul right there.
And that's going to be crucial for this Holt team, too, with Woods in foul trouble. Who do you go to now? I think you got to go back to your Lexi Kelly and your Jessica Petros. And they've been making plays for you.
9 seconds left, and it looks like Hazlitt brings in their offense.
Katie Allen driving down the court.
5 seconds.
And she finds Wolf out at the 3, and she misses an open look. And that'll end the third quarter. 44-38 is the score. And a pretty exciting third quarter.
Yeah.
Lots of offense. Hazlitt was running dry there for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then all of a sudden, Joni Miller started getting open looks, and the rain came down.
Yeah, it did. But that shows you what a vital part that Joni Miller plays. She makes that 1-3, and everybody's face lights up.
Well, let's talk about not Joni Miller, but her other counterpart, I guess you could say, the other contributor who's been kind of quiet this entire game, but at the same time making such a huge impact, Kelly Shibley,
Yeah.
hitting crucial three-pointers and crucial shots and making good defensive plays when she needs to.
Yeah, she's really an all-around good player, and just look for her in the fourth quarter to really, I mean, for a sophomore to step up, you really don't look for that, but I think that the talent level that she's displayed at the varsity level, there's no doubt in my mind that she can step up and be the quote-unquote sixth woman.
I suppose, yeah. I think in technical terms it would be the sixth man.
Well, I was trying to be PC.
No, understandable. But, you know, that's neither here nor there.
No.
What is true is that Kelly has a lot of talent. I think she just needed a chance to shine, and tonight has been that chance. And she's really taken advantage of it. She's played almost the entire game.
Yeah, she really
since
has.
about halfway through the first.
And she didn't start the game, and she didn't start the second half, but she came off the bench and is giving Hazlitt very good bench points.
I think she's actually the second leading scorer right now in the game, if not the leading scorer. Miller on the inbound to Kopke. Kopke will take it down. She'll try to set it up.
That's going to be a foul on Raquel Rendon. That'll be her first. Team 4.
So Holt with 4 fouls now, approaching that bonus mark. And Wolf in for Shibley, giving her a little breather.
We've just been thinking of the same things at the same time.
No, this is craziness.
That's what happens when you don't commentate with each other, you know, for a couple weeks.
Miller with the ball, over to Wolf. Wolf back over to Kopke. Kopke out to the top of the key with Miller. Waits a little too long.
There was a whistle.
She missed the shot, but there was a whistle. Not quite sure what that was for. And they're indicating that was a tip. So it'd still be Hazlitt ball. And she's got Foreign out at the top.
Hazlitt has Ebony Young in right here. Let's see if they'll try to get that post presence.
Holt's playing the 3-2 right now, and Foreign up with an open look and drains it. And like we keep saying over and over again, live and die by the 3, but when you got 3-point shooters with an open look, oh, watch out.
This has really been one of the best games that Hazlitt has played in terms of shooting the 3 ball.
Yeah, they were a little cold in the first half.
Really, this has been one of the best games that they've played since the Grand Ledge game. Obviously, they lost in overtime.
2 overtimes.
Yeah, 2 overtimes. And
some good passing there.
But they were shooting very well in that game. 6:51 left in this game. Hazlitt up by 9, 47-38.
So a pretty speedy lineup in here, but also with some size for Hazlitt.
Petros and Woods come in for Holt.
2 leading scorers on the Rams squad. Woods in a little bit of foul trouble, 3 fouls right now. But she's such a crucial part of this offense.
She seems like she's playing at a very fast pace. She needs to slow down, take a breath, and just let the game come to her.
And Wolf makes a nice play, breaking up that pass to Petros.
Yeah. I like the defense that Hazlitt is displaying right now. They're very good, and it looks like their discipline is just established.
Yeah, I think they've really taken control of this game, and now they get to play their kind of basketball.
And with a 9-point lead with 6:30 left on the clock, it's really what they want.
Another good play by Wolf there, getting a hand in there. Petros is going to try to drive past Young, and she does, but she misses the shot. Wolf with the rebound over to Kopke. Kopke taking it down the court. Over to Foreign, grabs it. Wolf to Miller. Back out to Kopke. Young. Looking for Foreign.
I don't think they're trying to shoot
And Young
the
gets
three
it on
right
the
now.
inside. She'll get fouled.
I don't think
Excuse
they're trying. You okay?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
I don't think that they're trying to shoot for the three. I think they're trying to waste a little bit of time and kind of force a. I don't want to say force a shot, but almost get it in like Ebony did, and just try to get the foul.
Yeah, I think they're trying to establish a presence in the post, and Young will take her first free throw, and that'll miss.
That foul was on Missy Moore. That's her second. Team fifth.
So Holt approaching that magic 7 number. 5:55 left in the game. 47-38 is the score. And Young's second one is good. So 48-38, 10-point game. Petros with the ball, going to take it down the court. Woods to her left. Petros gets it on the inside, and she's up and good.
That's
No
the give
contest.
That's the give and go right there. That's just simple.
Into the Viking lineup.
We got a 30-second timeout
30-second timeout. Holt.
called by the Rams. So with 5:43 left on the clock, 8-point lead in Hazlitt's way.
Hazlitt's favor.
Favor?
Suppose he could.
That's the new term people are using. What do you think about the last couple minutes?
Well, I think it's really been Hazlitt basketball, at least what we're used to seeing. I think they've been shooting pretty well. They play good defense, and they're really trying to establish that inside game with their post players. But so far, it's been nothing doing. I think Holt's been doing a good job playing that zone on the inside and forcing them to shoot the three-pointer. Unfortunately, they haven't been playing man-to-man, so they've been getting open looks.
Right. And like you said, that they're trying to get that post presence. I think they're going to try to go away from that right now, just try to get that lead back because they're going away from what got them there.
Right. So Kopke with the ball out to Scheibele, to Miller, back out to Kopke. Over to Foreign. Foreign fakes.
Thought about it for a second.
Kopke going to set it up. Out to Scheibele, looking to get it on the inside.
If you look, there are 5 very good three-point shooters on the floor as Foreign hits yet another one, 51-40.
Could be the leading three-point shooting team this week probably, or at least today around the conference. Petros gets it back out to the outside.
Under duress.
Only 2 defenders. And Woods with another tricky move, and she gets in there for the layup.
And there's going to be another timeout called by Holt, 51-42.
So some quick points there.
Holt. Full
But it's a
timeout.
9-point game right now. And I think that's what Holt needs to do. I think Hazlitt's been playing that man defense, and it hasn't really been paying off because the inside's been open. So
Yeah.
I think Holt's going to try to take advantage of that and force Hazlitt to play his zone and hopefully get some threes to get him back into this game.
As we go down toward the end of the game, 4 minutes and 52 seconds left on the clock. Hazlitt is up 51-42. The fouls, 5 for Holt, 2 for Hazlitt.
So really not much in the way of fouls. No one even has a bonus yet. That's boring.
Yeah. Well, that's good for Hazlitt, I guess.
Yeah.
It's only 2 fouls. And really, if you look at Holt, they can give a foul up. So I think if the fouls stay at 5 and it's down to maybe 2 minutes, they'll foul to get themselves back into a game.
I think so too. I think they can afford to do that.
Yeah. The possession arrow also is in favor of Holt.
But Hazlitt will start with the ball, oddly enough.
Looks like Holt is going to do the full court press. And Hazlitt's a very good team at this full court press.
You know, Cassie Kopke's had her hands full today as far as ball handling goes, with Woods being such a good defender. That's going to be off the Rams. So Hazlitt will get the ball in a little more favorable position. So Kopke will be in on the inbound. Out to Miller.
They're just going to take their time.
Foreign looking to dribble. Finds Miller out to Kopke. Kopke's got a way open look, and she spots up, shoots, and does not make it. And Foreign with the rebound, however. Good presence on the inside offensively there to get that rebound.
Offensive rebounds, if you can get those, you get those second chance points. And, you know, I guess that's why they call it second chance points. You get another shot, get in some points.
That is an entire stat column in the stat book.
Man.
Kopke with the ball. Not taking too many shots tonight. She's really just been kind of a setup man.
Yeah,
or
she really
woman,
has.
I guess, if you really were offended by man in a girls' basketball game.
But if you look, Foreign, Miller, and Shively have all been shooting the three very well, so she might as well be the setup man, get some assists.
And Woods, just a spectacular shot there and good ball handling skills. There's not much you can say about her that isn't good.
3:55 left on the clock.
Shively with the ball. She gets it back over to Miller. Miller out to Wolf. Foreign now. Gets the ball knocked away from her. And that's going to be...
It's going to be her fourth foul on Woods.
So you got to imagine there's a sub coming in right now.
12 Woods for fourth, team 6. Rogers into the Viking lineup. Stevens in for Holt.
Rebecca Rogers into the game now for Alicia Foreign. She'll take a breather. Been playing well so far. Kopke with the ball, gets it over to Shively. Boy, this looks familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's going to be a contact foul by Petros.
It's going to send her to the line.
Holt foul number 34, Petros.
Yeah, and that'll bring up the bonus, so...
That's 2 on Petroff, so she's not in foul trouble, but the team is, and has it's in the bonus.
Yep. Right now, Rogers is a pretty good free throw shooter in. As soon as I say that.
You jinxed her, Brandon.
I know. Petros with the ball. She's going to drive and put up a shot, and that's good.
That's fairly uncontested right there. I don't like seeing that, especially in the fast-paced transition of things.
Yep. Kopke whizzes down the court.
Woods has four fouls on her. One more, she's out of this game.
For good. Ever.
3 minutes left in the game.
Rogers with the ball.
Ooh.
And that was close. And she gets it back on the inside over to Shively, and Shively draws the foul this time. Missy Moore, that'll be her third.
Holt foul on 42, Moore. Her third, team 8.
2:52, game starting to wind down, and
1-1.
looks like the aggression is going up.
Yep, I think Holt's getting a little bit desperate now. No, Petros with her last shot, she came down a little awkwardly on her ankle. She was in pain running down the court. Shively's first shot is up and good. Excuse me.
You're okay.
Lampman replaces Rogers for the Vikings.
Just in case if you didn't know.
Yeah, all right.
Nothing? All right.
Nothing. Not even going there with you.
All right.
And Shively's second one rolls in nicely.
53-46, 2:51 and counting.
Petros with the ball, looking for something. Gets it over to Woods, and Woods almost gets it stripped.
Nice pass.
Great pass. And Shively with a block.
She's really having a career game tonight.
She really is. This is a standout game for her.
It's good to see that. Good to see someone else step up besides the player to watch, like we said, Joni Miller. And she's actually had a really good game, too.
Yeah, I don't think it's been her best, but at the same time, how many best games can you have other than the one where you drained about 10 three-pointers?
Yeah.
Wolf on the baseline. And gets the ball knocked away from her. Good defense. Hold on the transition.
Nice
Inside to Moore, and she had a shot, too. Woods up with a three, and that is good. 53-49, a minute 55 left. Kopke taking her time down the court. And Woods is going to go try to strip the ball. Kopke recovers out to Wolf. Wolf back to Kopke. Don't watch out. Woods is going to take that ball from you and go get an easy 2 points. Lampman with the ball, looking for some help. Out to Shively.
This defense is very good right now.
Shively over to Miller.
think Hazlitt's going to have to call a timeout pretty soon.
Yeah. Shibley's looking for some help. And Holt playing some good defense right now. If Hazlitt gets someone inside, they can get an easy 2 points right here. And Kopke's going to try to run this clock out. And this is Tim Beebe's coaching and no one else's. And he's really looking for a win here, trying to run this clock down. And as long as they can keep control of the ball, they'll be all right doing that. Lampman with the ball. Back over to Miller.
1 minute left. Oh!
And Shibley draws the foul.
And she went right for the ball. Almost a punch. Oh, my. Thought that could have been called an intentional foul.
So Shibley go to the line.
That looked like it hurt.
She's tough. She'll be all right.
Yeah. She's having a good game. That's 4 on Missy Moore. Taking one for the team right there. Ooh.
And Shibley will miss. So that could be crucial here. Just a 4-point ball game. Petros back down the floor for Holt. Looking for Woods. Woods spots up for a big-time three, and she makes it. She made the NBA range 3.
We got a game right now, 53-52. One more foul on her, and she's out of the game.
And that's it, folks. She is out of the game. And she wrapped right around her body.
That was a foul. I hate to see that. A countenance of disgust on her face.
Yep. And you can't believe it. But at the same time, you got to respect it. That's a good call by the official. As much as it pains Woods to be out of this game now.
Oh, I know.
But a valiant effort nonetheless.
Shows heart, and that's what I like.
She has a lot of it, too, and a lot of talent, too.
Yep.
Suppose we could throw that in there while we're complimenting her.
33 seconds left on the clock. Kopke will be shooting 2 because that last foul will put it at 10. So we're in the double bonus for the last 33 seconds.
So a 1-point lead. She's going to try to put this one up to a 2 or 3-point lead. And that rolls in.
Game is still not out of reach if you're a Rams fan.
You could hear a pin drop in here right now.
You really can. And I bet when this ball is in play next, you'll be hearing a lot of noise from the crowd. This is what Hazlitt Sports is all about.
That's what high school sports is all about, Tony.
Oh, is that? Did I not say Hazlitt? I mean, did I say Hazlitt?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, this is what Hazlitt Sports is all about, but as well as high school. And Hazlitt comes down with a rebound there, and I believe they draw a foul.
No, they got a timeout right there.
That too.
And an irate coach over there. Could be teed up.
Doug Harkema not happy about that call. And you can only imagine what he's about to say to his team.
And red in the face.
So what do you do if you're Hazlitt here?
Score.
Pretty much.
I don't know. They're going to foul real quick. I think Holt's going to foul. They make 2. The game's not out of reach. There's 31 seconds left in this game. It does depend on how long that Holt has the ball. But
right.
It's a very good team, though. I mean, they're a very quick-scoring team, kind of like a Cobra.
Kind of like it.
Sort of.
So an exciting end to an exciting game. See what Hazlitt does with the ball here. I know Holt's going to try to gain possession. And play good defense, but probably not try to draw any fouls, is my guess.
This girls' team has really been playing well this year. The only game they really got blown out to was against Portland. And even then, it really wasn't a blown. I mean, it was a blowout, but it wasn't that bad, I guess. They just had a really bad game.
Yeah. Miller with the ball. And she gets fouled.
That's the person you want fouled. That last foul was on Lexi Kelly. That'll be her second foul. 29.9 seconds left on the clock. 54-52 in favor of the Vikings.
Miller up, and her first free throw is good.
So it looks like Hazlitt will bring in the good free throw shooters. Excuse me.
Ice water running through her veins right now.
Well, she's been in this situation many a time.
Just going to say that. And the second one goes in without any problems whatsoever. So, Petros down the court.
Hazlitt cannot foul right
A
here.
pass inside. Young recovers. And that's going to be a foul on Moore.
Thought that might have been a travel, but I believe that the official was thinking that she didn't have possession of it, maybe a little bit of a bobble.
Well, she didn't have the best angle at it either. She was behind her, so.
So with with 22 seconds left on the clock, 56-52, and that last foul will take Missy Moore out of the game. That is her 5th. So that's 2 players for Holt that are thrown out.
Again, valiant effort by both. Ebony Young to shoot free throws. First one rolls in, and she'll automatically get a second one regardless.
And I think that's the one that might put it over the edge.
Yeah, with the game 5 points.
O'Shea into the Ram lineup.
But this game has been a well-played game.
It really has. It's been very exciting, and
it's fun to watch a game, I guess, when it goes this close, you know, and the commentators are into it, the fans are into it.
57-52 is the score. 18 seconds and counting up. No good. Miller with the rebound. Kopke gets fouled.
And she'll be fouled by Lexi Kelly. Oh, excuse me, Petras. And that'll be her 3rd. But I don't think it's really...
It really doesn't matter at this point. 12.7 seconds left. Kopke in to shoot her free throws. First one's up and good, and that'll put the score at 58-52. Although not totally out of reach, it's going to be tough for Holt to come back in this one. And that should seal the deal. Petros coming down the court, throws it over. She's up with it, and that got blocked, and that'll be the ball game, folks. Wolf out to Lampman. Lampman will just hang on to it, and that's the ball game. 59-52 is the final score from Hazlet High School as the Hazlet Vikings defeated the Holt Rams in a tough, well-played game, and it was very exciting. Tony, your thoughts?
I thought, wow, you just took my line. It was a well-played game. I think that Hazlet came in with the strategy. It worked. It was to shoot the 3, and actually I think they kind of got someone to step up that they didn't think, Kelly Shibley. And I think if you were to ask me who the player of the game is, I'm going to go with Kelly Shibley.
So, Tony, who's the player of the game?
Kelly Shibley, I believe.
And I would have to agree with you 110%. She came out and she played a career game, and she was just spectacular as a sophomore, stepping up in probably the biggest game that she's played in. And this is probably one of the biggest regular season games that they'll play. Holt, a big-time basketball school, and taking them down.
There's a lot of promise right now with the girls basketball. They played an amazing game, and really, they are playing like a team as of the last couple games. I've been to each and every one of them this year, and what has happened after the Portland loss is